Please focus. Hi. Hello everyone, Jackie here. We're back, finally. S2000 is back. Being worked on, really close. Today is Thursday the 7th. Next week, Thursday the 14th, we're supposed to be on the way to Superlab. And currently, the car doesn't look like it's really close. Not yet. Anyway, the plan is to get this ready as soon as possible. Well, let me just show you a couple of things that Brian have been doing while we're gone. First off, they've been under the car crawling, installing a new clutch. As soon as we finished the clutch install, Exidi wrote out to us and said that they would like to sponsor us with a new Hyper Single kit. Thank you so much, Exidi. We're big fans. I'm a big fan. Dan Lewis, our friend from DMN Racing, has a Exidi Hyper Single setup on their car, so I'm very excited to get that. That being said, it means we got to do this clutch install all over again. But, you know, who cares about that? We'll bother about it later on. More importantly, this is how the Supercharger is supposed to look. Not like that, because there's a horn underneath it, which is why it's not quite fitting. Once we take the horn out, that should fit, and I don't have to cut another hole in the hood just to fit an intake. Another sponsor I would like to present is CSF. CSF have kindly come on board as our cooling sponsor, basically, to try and mitigate the heat that is generated by this, this thing over here. So this setup will generate a lot of heat. So with the CSF radiator, which I heard from many friends, they do help a lot for supercharged setup coolings. That's gonna help a lot. I can't wait to drive this car reliably, hopefully, throughout the track. And yes, before you ask, we do have a radiator, oil cooler. Oh, like, see that tiny thing there? Yeah, that's it. This is the Supercharger heat exchanger, I think, which really blocks off quite a lot of stuff. I think we are likely going to take out the AC condenser and just build a shield here, but we're short on time, so we might just send it and see what happens with Superlab, and if things don't work, we'll change it afterwards. Fender, I'll show you that in a little bit. Rear fender is getting changed. I'm supposed to block this off because that sponsor is technically no longer on board, but it's okay. Interior, I'm gonna take most of these pieces of foam inside out, I think. Other than that, it's just lightweight saving I can do. You know, because we don't really have the time to take the whole dash off. Even if I want to, it's just there's no time. And look, we can drill metal all through here, but that's fuel tank and stuff like that. So there's really not that much things we can do. We just don't have the time because the build list is still very long. And look, also that's a roll bar. That's going in there, so that's going to add in quite a bit more weight. ABAC has kindly come on board as our sway bar sponsor. This is their front sway bar that I have yet to install. The rears are kind of semi-in. I keep losing bolts. So, yeah, I lost one of the sway bar bolts, and now I need to go I lost like 5. I do need to go and get most of them. The rears are in, though. We just need to tighten down the other side, find one more bolt, and the rears will be good to go. I'm setting them up in the soft position to start and see what happens. I don't particularly want any more rotation in the rear, I don't think. Especially considering we'd have maybe like 150 more horsepower. It is better to keep it, reasonably mellow to start with handling-wise. Oh, something I want to show you. All of you who said, yeah, you need a new clutch, Jackie, new clutch. Yes, I know. I've been wanting to do this for a long time because normal cages look like this. This one is completely cracked and is basically on the brink of like snapping out. And if it does, that's gonna whirl around. And I don't know about pressure plates, but that surface doesn't look too good. The expert can tell me. And the material on this friction disc is pretty much non-existent. There's not much on here. Anyway, that's all gone. What else is there to walk through? I've recently replaced the StopTech hardware to make sure I can actually change the pads still. I do apologize, StopTech. I keep messing them up. Don't use this end. Use that end to actually take it on and off. Just, my mistakes. Things that we've noticed while the car is being taken apart. That bushing is really screwed up. In simple terms, it's fucked. Yeah, but we'll deal with it later. I just don't have the time. Superlab is too close. We have a week. There's no time to patch everything up and do that. So we'll deal with this later probably. Interestingly, because I swapped to a larger Ballot Sport throttle body, This now doesn't, the coupler that comes with it doesn't fit, so we need to like get like an upscaled one. This is now 75 mil instead of 70 mil, and I need to get one that's like, you know, that goes from 75 to 70. Fuel, we're doing next the fuel system, the injectors, and basically the whole lot. The whole entire fuel system is getting a revamp. We're doing a return fuel system. Apparently, if you don't do those, and on E85 you probably max out like 220 horsepower, and then you have no more fuel. On 93 you can do more, but then it's just better to go with a return system. I don't understand what any of it means. It just, it to me it's just money added up, but you have to do it, or else the car don't work. We're also doing a flex fuel at E85, which is nice. That should be means we would be able to drive to track on 93 and put an E85 and go faster. You know, why not, right? Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Since the car is already on Flash Pro, it's really easy. A Flash Pro already supports flex fuel, and my tuner already gave us a base map that we'll be able to load up very quickly as soon as the car is ready to fire up, and then we'll start it up, check everything for issues, go to Chicago, go do a tune, come back, get ready, send. At this moment, I want to give a special shout out to a company that I really do like it very much, Fluid Damper. They decided to come on board and given us a free fluid damper, basically, that helps balance out the engine, basically makes our engine run smoother, and it can rev a little bit higher and squeeze out a little more power instead. Trouble is, this thing doesn't exactly fit our supercharger. And we've been in a bit of been stuck kind of at that phase, because the supercharger pulley comes off from the standard one and drills holes into these. Now on this it's pretty much not possible, because this thing inside, I'm pretty sure it's all fluid. That's why it says fluid damper. So if we drill into it, all the fluids come out and this doesn't work. We're having to probably think of an engineering solution using these existing 3 holes to mount up to the pulley. That's, no, I can't get to it in a good angle, sorry. That's pretty much the thing we have to do in order to get this working. Otherwise, I'll have to return the fluid damper setup to them. Even then, I just want to say, if you're staying NA and if your supercharged setup with turbo could do one of these, you should do it, because it's a really good idea. It saves your engine. It basically mitigates all the shaking around inside the engine and balances it out. So I think if I could, I would. Sadly, at the moment, it doesn't seem too likely. We'll keep you guys posted on if we make any progress, and if the engineering team over there can come up with some new solutions, and this part end up making to the car. If not, still get one. You should. Okay, so this is really rough, but I'll show you guys because I think I'm kind of excited. Also, I did some of the work, so you know, like, first off, I didn't do this, but what this is an OEM fender cut and welded to look like a J's fender. The problem is, whoever did it wasn't particularly good. So yeah, like, you know, it seemed to have cracked a little bit. Also, if you really look at the handiwork, it's really not very smooth at all. You can see a dentist on it, but it came as white, so all I need to do is paint that. I don't think this red and that red is quite color matching, or this white and this white. But it doesn't matter. At 120 miles an hour, you won't be able to see, like, exactly like that blurriness, and then you won't be able to see any color. Wow, my car is dirty. Anyway, we'll clean that up later. The impressive thing is this thing should be able to hold our massive wheels and tires. The suspension is all positive cam because the upper A-arm isn't in. And so I can't really give you a very good impression, but it's wide. Don't worry, it's really wide. The rears, obviously, those ASMs won't stay. Well, they're not even ASM, they're Duraflex. So that's junk. Trouble is, we used, I can't remember, the rivet, whatever inside, like we riv nuts. The inside is stripped on 2 of these, so this really can't come off at the moment. When we fix that, these J's Racing Style flares will go on. Shout out to my friends at Shine Auto Project. They made this in very quick time, sent it out to me. I painted this red, same red as literally spray can. This is one night with a bit of a satin finish clear coat, because my car is not exactly shiny, so I really don't want to go with a really bright clear coat. Slap that on there. I can't really give you a very good impression, but when it's on, you'll see anyway. This should be a lot wider than that. It should be able to fit our big wheels and tires, which I will show you very quickly. I ran around for really long, got all the bolts, but it's time to go. It's time to leave. Sorry, this is all the time I have today. It's only supposed to be a short middle update for the car to show you guys what we're doing. Literally 1 week before the event. The A-box sway bars are in with adjustable end links. Same in the back. I need to actually do up 2 bolts. I'll do that next time. Oh, look at these. These are shiny Reinhardt RS3s, which are 3-ways. I believe they're also aluminum bodied, which is pretty freaking cool. So it's lighter than the steel ones I have for the R1. Sorry, I hit the camera. The thing is, these are 3-ways, which are technically not allowed in street class or street modified. So this thing, we're just gonna change out the canisters or the reservoir. Once we change it to the 2-way reservoir, which is just, you know, this is 1, 2, and then on top that's a 3 adjustable. Once we change it to the one with just 1 knob of just compression adjustment instead of high speed and low speed, I think so, then it should like be legal. So yeah, these are going in tomorrow-ish, maybe this weekend, and then yeah, the car should be ready. I'm really excited. Brian's gonna finish up the engine bay and the fuel system. I'm gonna be taking on most of the suspension, throw those in next time. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. 1 week to go. Let's do this. 360 horsepower. Let's see if we can hit it. Take care. See you next time.
I will take you.